Hi, this is Coach Risto and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and click the notification button. Today I want to talk about rape because rape is something that we mostly don't talk about. Because why we don't talk about it? Because it involved us, it involved our actions and towards the activities of rape. That's why sometimes it's difficult for an individual person to talk about things that they are doing. If you look at Combacting of Rape Act number 8 of 2000, you'll find that there is an old law, and then there's also a new law about rape. Rape is these things that happen daily. Sometimes we find ourselves doing it without knowing that what I'm doing is rape. And it's very important that there is one thing that first of all I want to remove out. That this is where also rape starts. Apparently, when women or ladies said no, they mean yes. So it means that when women said no or ladies said no, men thinks that this woman, she's lying. She means yes, because I just need to force her until she likes it. And remember, the word you are putting in, I must just force her, she'll like it. That force already, it's rape, because you are raping the action that she doesn't want. She already said no, but you persist, and then that persistence, it's that now translate into rape. You are raping somebody. You are raping somebody's mental. You are raping somebody physical. You are raping somebody the well-being. You get it? So it's very important that we need to understand the two part of rape. There's what we call sexual act, and then there's what we call coercive. Now, a sexual act, it's the action that we normally do. For example, some of us, when you are with a lady in the room and you just start touching without even talking to the lady, and then you start now touching the ladies to the private part, and then she'll say no, you leave the private part, you come to the breast. From the breast you still go down again to touch the private part or the vagina, or you touch the anus. The moment you insert an object into her vagina or anus, it's already rape. If that person puts for you a case, you'll be locked, you'll be charged because of the action that you did. You raped the person, because the moment you touch the vagina, that person reacted, that person stopped you, or even the person say, please stop what you're doing, and you persist, and that becomes rape. And this is mostly what we normally do. Some of us men, we don't even have a conversation when it regards that we are going to indulge into sex. What happens is that you are just in the room, this lady comes, maybe she's your friend, your girlfriend, or your wife, then you start touching her, and then already kissing her, and then your fingers already there. But she didn't say yes to it. You are raping her like that. If she put a charge for you, you will be arrested, and then you'll be taken to jail. That is very, very important, that we need to understand our action towards that we do is that we are living into a world where we are raping. That's why in the video on Wednesday I said we are all rapists, because men, they think that until when you touch this woman and then she starts to feel you, then you have to have now sex. But you didn't even ask for it, that this woman to be ready, because all these things should be sexual health. A person should be ready, should give you consent to that. You get it? So if there is some people that are doing that in terms of touching her, apparently you know where is a G-spot, the moment you touch there, then she turns herself, then that means you rape that woman. Be careful, my brother. If you are doing that act, it means you are raping her. Or whether you take maybe an object or whatever you are using, and then you are choking her in the vagina and the anus, that means it's rape. That is the sexual act, is rape already. So if you are taken to court, you'll be charged that you committed a rape already. So it's very important that we understand that anybody can commit this a crime. That's why it's very important that I'm putting up this now video for you to start to refrain from doing this unnecessary touching and start to communicate, start to talk about these issues. Then the other one is what we call coercive. Now coercive is, this is where a physical now, where you start to beat this woman or your girlfriend because she refused to have sex with you. These are all acts of rape. You can be charged that. And one of the things I fail to understand, because when we talk of coercive, we normally talk of physical. The terms of emotional, it doesn't comes out, because mostly when you go in the police station and report, they want to look at how you were violated, how you were beaten, how the object was inserted, all those kind of things. But the emotional part, it becomes critical. And this is the most one. That's why I'm saying all of us, we are rapists. We are raping people emotional. Some of us, we are putting word, if you can't give it to me, I'm going to get it somewhere. What does it mean? You are raping this person emotional. That forces her to give you, because that you cannot go out. You already raped her. So it means that she only give you to stop you from going and getting from somewhere. It's already rape. So we are raping people emotional, and then we need to be very careful. And somebody, maybe you are out there, say, why are you talking about this? I need to start to talk about this, because if you are a man, you are growing up, and you are growing up, God is going to bless you maybe with girls. And what education are you going to give to your girls? It's very important that you start to take this, so that at least when God gives you girls, you're able to educate them, because it's very, very, very difficult that you find men talking to their daughters about all this issue. They are female or girls that are dying in silo, because there's no way they can go out and talk about this issue. Some of us men who are even condemning maybe this video, we are the one practicing this rape, and then because you don't want the truth to be aired out, you get angry. Most people get angry when they start to talk about things that they normally do. So we need to start to talk about this issue. It's very dangerous. When you are locked, think about 20 years that you'll be in prison, and your families, maybe you are the breadwinner, your family will start to die from hunger because of a simple sexual act, because of a simple vagina, because of a simple feelings that you had. We are people who have to use our mind, our medulla, our ngondos to think. We are not like animals. Animals who can just start and doing it anytime, because they don't have mind and consensual to think about the act that they are going to do. So we are born as a human being with brains to think, with time to stop and look at all action. I want to tell you, those that are in prisons, some of them, they are regretting because of the act that they did. At the end, after doing it, is when they start to think, I only ejaculate and then it's done. Now I'm being locked for 20 years. Just for ejaculating, it takes you for 20 years in prison. It's very important that we start to discipline ourselves. We need to discipline ourselves, and then we need to know how to communicate to people. One of the things that makes us, that all of us are rapists, is the issue of consent. Most of us, we don't know how to consent. For example, if my girlfriend and I started flirting and start to touch each other nicely and whatever, and I become horny, I arose, and she also arose, maybe want to start to do it, and then she said, no, I don't want to do it. Then it should know. You should respect that word no. Don't tell her that no, you see, why did you do this? Now I'm horny, now I'm a rose, just give me one round. The moment you do that round, because she did not give you consent, is already rape. They will lock you, my brother. They will lock you. So it's very important to know consensual. Consent is very important. Ask for it. Even this is how other people's are being locked. You can have the first round. First round, she said yes to it. And then after having first round, does not mean she consent for second round. The moment you do second round, you are raping her. She can put a charge for you, and then you will be locked. So we need to understand that every time that we do things, we need to ask for consent. Ask for consent, then she gives you a permission, and then you do it. How many of us who even ask for consent for kiss? That, babe, can I have a kiss? How many of us? And then she tells you, I want you to kiss me on the cheek. But the moment she says, I want you to kiss me on the cheek, you lie and then you kiss her on the lips. It's already, you are raping her, because the consent that she gives you, it was of the cheek, not of the lips. So a lot of things that we are doing that is putting us into trouble. It's very important that you need to look for this document about rape and how to combat it, so that you need to stay put. Remember to practice consent. Ask after first round, after second round. Ask even when you are trying to come to a place. You must call her, get a consent. Even if she gives you a consent to say, please, you can come over. And then when you come over, does not mean she permitted you for sex. You must also ask for sex when you reach home at her place. So we need to know. She can also sometimes agree about sex. She can agree that, yes, we are going to have sex, but the moment you arrive, she has changed her mind. You must respect that word of her changing herself, because she is a human being who can able to give you consent. The moment you continue doing it without her giving you consent, you are raping her. But to women, it's also very important that we communicate. The most things that is not happening now is that women, they are not able to communicate. They are not opening up to their men. And then these men become so crazy, and then they end up doing something that they were not able to do, and they find themselves locked up. They are locked up because of women who could not able to communicate, a woman who could not able to give consent, a woman who could not able to express herself how she felt. So it's very important that I'm giving out this, that especially like we who are in a relationship, we need to start to communicate. That's why you can able also to rape your wife. Why? It's because she need to give you consent. It doesn't mean that because you married her, she gave you the whole right from the church that you can have sex anytime that you feel like. No, you need to ask for it. She need to be mentally, physically, emotionally ready. That's why when we talk about sexual and sexual health, it means you need to be emotional, physically, and everything ready. Sex should be enjoyed. So when we say enjoyed, it's not one person to enjoy, both of you, because the lady she's enjoying, you are enjoying, then it's called now sexual health, because all of you are enjoying. But this thing of coercing someone, it's just you enjoying. What type of sex is that? So we need to be very serious. So look out of this type of this video, follow me, and then you can learn. Please do not forget to like the YouTube, so that anytime you can also give me comments, and please don't forget also to subscribe and share this video. I want to thank you very much for those ones who always follow me, and for those ones who always watch my video. Next time we're gonna see what we're going to talk about. Thank you.